This week on the collecting news, Hot Toys has waitlisted several of their figures, and Tweeterhead has just revealed the most awesome, the coolest looking He-Man statue this side of Eternia. That's what we got coming up. Stay tuned. Welcome back to another episode of the Collecting News, where me and Seth bring you the coolest looking statues, figures, hot toys, and all kinds of other stuff that have dropped this week in collecting. What is up, my man Seth? How you doing, bro?
What's poppin', everybody? Yeah, we're having some fun today, man. We're gonna drop some knowledge
Or drop
on
something.
Hot Toys, on stuff that got waitlisted, stuff that people should have picked up. And they probably waited to the last minute and then looked and they were like, oh crap, now I can't get it.
We definitely are going to be dropping some cool stuff today. The only thing we're not dropping is our statues and collectibles, because that would be pretty messed up. But I'm having a great week, man. I really am. I gotta say that. I mean, I got freaking Rancor in the house, man. That thing is dope. That thing is so cool. And then I got next week coming up, not one, but two really awesome Darth Vader videos coming for you guys. It's going to be the week of Lord Vader. So if this is your first time on the channel, every Wednesday we drop the collecting news, where we share with you guys the latest and the coolest stuff that we find out in the collecting world. And we do a lot of talk of collecting. We go on we do statue reviews, go on toy hunts, and do a lot of Hot Toys reviews on the channel. So if you're into that kind of stuff, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date on all of the content. So that's what's up.
But if you want to take your subscribership to the next level,
what you
can easily do for the low introductory cost of $1.99 is join the Marvelous Knights YouTube group. And what I mean by that, for $1.99, you get early access to videos before they premiere to the public. You get private member live streams, private member giveaways, and cool emojis to throw in the chat, whether we're doing a live stream or you just want to comment on one of our videos. And you get cool badges for each tier of month that you've been with us. So why not want to join? And by the way, we want your money.
But more importantly, we want your love.
Most importantly, we want your money.
All right. So, with that all out of the way, let's get into some collecting news, man. We got a lot of cool stuff to talk about today. First up, I was out searching around looking for what's going on. PCS Collectibles announced that they are going to be coming out with a Mega Man X Zero statue. I didn't even realize one. It's going to be a quarter scale statue. They haven't shown any pictures as of yet. They just got this. Here you go. His basic tease is what they got going on here, and you can see the Mega Man Zero there inside of this mechanized contraption. I'm wondering if that's concept art there. So I'm wondering if that's how it's going to look, because that's pretty cool.
It's the Mega Man Hulkbuster.
I think it's
the Mega Buster. It's the Mega Buster.
So far in quarter scale Mega Man X series, you had First for Figures, I think, was the first one to drop one, but then HMO Collectibles came out with two really amazing pieces that I got to see both of them, and that was the Mega Man X, and they came out with a blue and a red version, and then they had the Zero, which also was a red and a black version of the Zero. I really like the Mega Man X the best. That to me was one of the best Mega Man X statues I've ever seen. So the fact that PCS is coming out with this, I kind of hope they make it like that. I mean, what do you think about that? That's kind of cool. Is
it going to be quarter, or is it going to be third?
Quarter. That's gonna be
depends. It depends on which version of them they do.
Well, if that's the way the concept
or I shouldn't even say version. I should say color scheme.
Right. I'm assuming it's going to be red. You know, I don't think they're going to do the black version. But the what I'm more interested about is the whole mechanism thing that they got going on, where it looks like he's being assembled. I think
that would be cool. Maybe they would give him his own version of the gantry.
Yeah, I mean, can you see it okay?
Yeah. No, I see it perfectly fine.
I think that's a pretty interesting concept for that. It's because the other one that we have has it more of like in a in I wouldn't even say an action pose. It's like more of like a museum pose. He's there with the sword, and I like it. It was cool, but this is something different, and I like the way that looks. It's pretty neat.
Mega Man, assemble!
So far we got the concept art of this one. They haven't shown much else, but we're hoping we're going to see some more here soon. So let me see what else we got going on. Should probably move this over here so I can see it. All right, this is another one that I'm pretty excited about. This is the Kotobukiya announcement for one of their next artist series. It's a Darth Vader.
Oh yay! Another Darth Vader.
I think this is nice though, man. This has got the whole
That's steampunk.
Yeah. Adi Grav, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's the guy who was the concept artist for the Iron Man movie, and then also he did the design for the Hulkbuster.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Well, obviously you can't go wrong. It looks like it's got a light up feature, so you can't go wrong with that.
I don't think it's gonna have a light up feature.
Well, then why have the picture with the lightsaber lit up?
It's concept. I don't think you get an art print that goes along with it, just like the other one.
Dope.
These are the same company that did the Kotobukiya artist series, and then they also did an anime looking version of Kylo Ren and Rey. So they're doing like an entire artist series where they just get an artist rendition of the certain characters and they put them in the scene that
their interpretation of it.
Yeah, their interpretation. The one that they have of the Tusken Raider, wow, that thing is awesome. I like the way that looks. The only thing I'm not really blown about is the price, is because it's kind of pricey when you consider it's a PVC statue. But
Man, that Vader's so punk.
I like it. I think it's cool. Yeah. I think it's pretty dope. I can honestly see somebody doing some cosplay with this.
Oh, there's already a bunch of people out there who cosplay in steampunk. I mean, we've seen it at the cons we've been to.
Yeah, but a Vader steampunk, I haven't seen that before. That's cool.
I've seen a Stormtrooper steampunk.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. That's pretty neat. That is pretty freaking cool. Yeah, I was hyped to see that.
Yeah, I just it's like. Again, man. I mean, like, again, I know it does look cool and everything, and not to knock it, but it's just like, again, to me, I rather just see newer characters.
Newer characters.
Yeah,
I hear you. They got to throw in a Vader though. I mean, I hear you.
You got to they got to start giving us new stuff. I mean, it would have been cool to see, maybe like maybe like a Mandalorian in steampunk. That would have been cool. I'm
all Mandalorian now. I love the Mandalorian. Don't get me wrong, but dude, they keep hitting Mandalorian figures left and right. I need a break from Mandalorian product.
I think what the safe thing to say is we just need a break from Star Wars product.
No, that is not the same thing to say. Okay, and shame on you for saying some stuff like that. Don't you ever say that again. May God strike you down if you say that ever again. I was just saying, I think it's cool. And this is kind of new because you have that different look with the steampunk. And I like the lightsaber design and everything. I think they're going to do a good job with this. It's going to be cool. So
it's like I look at it and I want to see him dancing. All I want to hear is, one more time, we're going to celebrate. Oh, yeah. And he just starts dancing, because it's punk. Steampunk, Daft Punk, all kind of punk. Oh, George.
Our friendship.
If it's anything to do with Star Wars related that I make fun of him for, there's no laugh. There's nothing. He's like a sphinx. Sphinx.
Tell bad jokes. That's what happens.
I don't tell bad jokes.
You do. All right. Let's see. Gentle Giant showed their finalized pictures of their Premier Guild member figure that's going to be coming out. This is a gift you get when you join their Premier program. Which is
that looks like the Incinerator Trooper?
The Incinerator Trooper, man. I think it's pretty damn nice. This is even nicer, I think, looking than the one that of the Darth Revan that they came out with.
It actually looks really off.
Does it?
Yeah, because it looks like his leg is in the fire.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, the whole point would be for him not to burn himself, and he's in the fire.
Yeah, but I think the suit is flame retardant. I knew that would make you laugh. No, but in the TV show, you see him blast the door with the flames, and he walks through the flames. I think that's what they're trying to go for. I think it looks pretty cool, especially with the clear resin flames. I think.
And what is that? Is that a small? What is that, like 6 scale?
Probably going to be 8 scale, more than likely, or 7th scale.
Oh, is it going to be like that Revan you got from them?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you got to be a member in order to get these. You can't get this otherwise.
What's the cost of being a member?
I think it's $150, I believe, is what it is to get in.
Yeah, that's not worth it for $150.
So you get this for free for $150,
okay,
and you also get. So look,
I'm spending $150.
But that's not all you get.
Okay.
$150. You get your choice of this, or they got a couple other different things that you could choose from. All right, but you definitely get, let's say, this, and then you also get a couple of coupons. I think it's like 20% off of something, and then like another one. And then you get like 10% coupons, and then you also get early access to stuff that they have coming out. So you have early access to those things. Yeah. So I don't think that the program's that bad. I think it's actually pretty good.
I think I'll keep the $150 and take my chances.
You won't be able to get this though. This is unique. So
I can get the hot toy.
Yeah, Seth, you're a fucking downer today, bro. You know, I swear. It's like I'm not gonna have you on the show anymore. It's because you suck.
I'm not.
You are. That's it. This is the end of the collecting users because Seth is just a Debbie Downer.
Trying to be rational.
My week was great. I'm having a great week. I'm excited about this stuff, and all I'm hearing from you is, it's a steampunk.
But how again? It's all Star Wars. It's all Star Wars stuff. And again, I'm not hating. I'm not trying to hate on Star Wars. It's just that, like you said, even with the Mandalorian, they're just throwing way too much Star Wars stuff at us right now, and it's for someone like me, it feels kind of underwhelming. It's like I feel like they're just putting stuff out just for the sake of putting stuff out, rather than trying to invest in putting out maybe new characters that they haven't done yet to bring people in and get people more interested, rather than putting out the same old characters. That's all I'm getting at.
I hear what you're saying, but okay, so the steampunk version of Vader to me is different. So I hear what you're saying. It's that they're putting out another Vader, but I feel like that's a little bit different. It's part of an artist series, and there are people that get into that, so I can understand that. The Incinerator Trooper is a premiere gift that came out in 2020, so you had to actually be a member at the beginning of 2020 to be able to be eligible for that piece. So that's where that comes in. It's not like it's coming out this week and you can buy it. You definitely can't buy it right now. So there's that. As far as the Star Wars stuff coming out, it's become very popular because of the Mandalorian. So yeah, they're going to start putting out a lot more product about that.
Well, you can technically buy it on the secondary market if someone decides to resell it.
Oh, sure, and it's going to be a lot more money more than likely. But in regards to that, we've had 3 to 4 years of nothing but Marvel Avengers and the constant Wolverines and the constant Batmans and the constant.
Oh, I agree. I agree with you on all that. I agree with you on all levels of that stuff. It's like I wish they would dive into lesser known characters.
Me too, but I don't think they're going to come into that just yet.
Like I'm dying for Hot Toys to put out X-Men stuff already.
Yeah, that's going to be hard because they need to get the license for it.
Yeah, I'm dying for that. Like I would love to see the Fantastic, the Fantastic Four. There's other things that we would like to see. I mean, and it's funny because it's like, yeah, I have all these Iron Mans and all these Captain Americas and all these Spider-Mans behind me, and yeah, those are some of my favorite characters, and I like the different variations of the suits. But again, there comes a time when it's like, oh, really, another Iron? It's like I even say that myself sometimes. Like, really, it's like another Iron Man. It's like they could have put out. Something they could have put more effort and more thought process into something else than just re-releasing another of the same character. It's like, to me, it's like they're re-releasing all these Iron Mans in the die. They made them in plastic and now they're re-releasing them in diecast. I get it why they're releasing them in diecast, because the diecast Hot Toys people just really happen to like, and they feel it's a better quality come up from the plastic when technically Iron Man is metal. So I get that, but it's just like, oh God, man, it's like, just give me a new character. Just give me a new character, please.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I'm not underwhelmed by Star Wars yet because they keep bringing out other things. Hot Toys is definitely coming out with a lot more other stuff too. Because now we got last week we talked about the Bo-Katan that's going to be coming out,
and the Boba Fett.
That's cool. The Boba Fett, the newer Boba Fett, even though it's a newer Boba Fett. So that's neat. They had the Ahsoka Tano finally. So I mean there's a good amount of newer stuff that's coming out. Will we see some of these older obscure characters? I don't know, man. I'm hopeful. I'm hoping for that they come out with more of the Clone Wars characters and stuff. I think that would be
we were just talking the other day, and we were saying about how the R2 there's a sideshow and a Hot Toys version, but there's only for C3PO there's only a sideshow version. They never made a Hot Toy version of C3PO.
I hope that, and that's what's keeping me from buying the sideshow one. It's like I know that I feel like Hot Toys is going to do it. They should.
Hot Toys, if you're watching this, please listen to this man and just make a damn C3PO already. He'll buy it. Come on, okay?
So
you've already made a chromed out Captain Phasma. Okay, give the man a damn gold C3PO already, will you?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying, though. It's like they haven't made Hot Toys hasn't made C3PO yet. That would be cool,
right?
That would be different because they haven't made him yet.
Yeah, but okay. So you're saying the Incinerator Trooper, Gentle Giant, hasn't made the Incinerator Trooper yet. The Incinerator Trooper has been made by Hot Toys, and then they have the Black Series figure version, right? So
yeah, they have the Black Series version. They have the Hot Toys version,
right? So it's new for Gentle Giant, and I think Gentle Giant did a good job with it. I think it's cool.
I'm not discrediting that they didn't do a good job with it. I just think if you're going to spend $150, they should, in my opinion, they should give you a premier character, not something as secondary as as like an Incinerator Trooper. I don't feel the Incinerator Trooper is a big enough character. Yeah, because honestly, like when you showed me that Revan piece that you got from them when you did it, I was like, oh man, I was like, that Revan piece was cool.
It was pretty dope. Now made me jump on it.
Yeah. Now, granted, for all the Star Wars fans, they know who Revan is. But for someone like me, that you had to explain to me who Revan was and the backstory and the dialogue and where he came from and everything, I was like, okay. I was like, well, I get that. That's cool because in my mind, that's a lesser known character. Not maybe in your mind, but explaining it to me, that's how it felt. I was like, okay. I was like, well, that's a cool piece. But the Incinerator Trooper is a secondary character that had like maybe not even less than like 2 minutes screen time in the Mandalorian. So it's like I just can't see people going out and spending $150 on something like that.
I think what you're paying for there is the other stuff that you get with it beyond the statue. The statue is like an added bonus because the statue normally I think is in that range, $150 or whatever their premier thing is, right? So when you're paying for the membership, the statue is really what you're paying for. And if you're already invested into, I think they have a Mandalorian in that same scale. I believe the Bo-Katan that they just announced last week is in the same scale. So if you're buying up those characters, and you're collecting the whole set, if you're collecting the whole set, then being a member just gets you that piece along with it. So it's like an addition to your collection. I understand that we're not collecting it really. Like I think it's dope. I think it's a really nice thing to have if you are part of their membership, or if you want to be part of the membership. I think it's really awesome. I myself am not collecting a 1/7 scale line, so for me, I wouldn't jump in on it because it's not a scale that I collect. But do I like it? Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So I don't know. I think it's worth it. All right, enough about that. Let's talk about some waitlisted stuff, man. So Hot Toys just closed the well, they didn't close it completely, but they put a bunch on waitlist this past week. We got a Hawkeye, we got the Hawkeye Ronin, the Wasp. We got the Commander Cody, and we got Gamora, which already just came out, which is crazy. The Gamora just came out, and it went on.
Well, the Gamora. Remember, we picked up the Gamora in January.
That's right,
and it's already just the beginning of March, and it's already all gone. So it was gone in less than 2 months.
Right, but I mean, was the Gamora a piece that had been delayed, kind of like maybe like the Captain America is? You told me today.
No, it wasn't. No. If anything, the delay was on it was because of the Koof. So
okay.
But no. Speaking of Captain America, it got freaking pushed back again.
Right.
Yeah, I got an email this morning. Oh, sorry, your March payment has been pushed back now till April. So now that it's been pushed back to April, we are now going on over, what is it, over 2 years already. We're going to be coming up next month. Will be 2 years already that I pre-ordered this thing.
Wow. Yeah,
I pre-ordered it back in 2019.
I mean, but at least you got it from the...
I went ahead and I got tired of waiting, and I got it from our good friends over at INLC Toys. So
right.
I just, I picked it up from there because, they get everything before we do. So I picked it up from them, and I didn't want to wait anymore. You see that? I got you.
I wonder why it's such a delay on that piece.
It's the shipping, and also we're still dealing with Chinese New Year, aren't we?
No, I think that ended. That ends in February. I think it's a whole month they get up.
Well, then everything. Then there should be no questions now. Everything should be shipping out.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts that it's on delayed. But the back to the waitlisted stuff. The Commander Cody, I have that piece. I'm glad I got
have it too.
Freaking awesome! I love that. That
thing is epic.
Yeah. But then I saw because I'm in part of these Facebook groups like 1/6 Society. 1/6 Republic is the one that I frequent the most. The 1/6 Republic, I saw a post in there where a guy was like, the Commander Cody's on a 5-minute, and he was saying that you got like 5 minutes or so to take and start ordering this thing, or it's going to be waitlisted. I think is the post I saw, something to that effect. That hurry up and get yours before this thing gets waitlisted. And the Cody just came out like a month or 2 months ago, right? I mean,
the Cody was back in. I think the Cody was back around like
November, December. Dude.
November, December, yeah.
Yeah, so we're just started March. So you're talking about February, January, December. I'm gonna say December. So 3 months that figure's been out. When he made the post, I went on Sideshow's page and I saw that it was still available and you can add it to your cart right now, right? So I was like, should I get me another one? And but then I didn't do it because it's like, nah, it'll be there for a little bit. And literally, that was yesterday, and here we are, and it's waitlisted today. So I was like, dude, talk about being in the know.
and the funny thing is too, like a lot of people, that's the thing. That's the thing. If you're a hot, and this is my thought process, and this is what I do. This is why I always prefer to buy the stuff in person and not go based upon the production photos that they put up, because I like to see the way something looks in person. So obviously, yeah, they try to make the pictures look as great as possible, but the thing is that these pictures, yeah, they might show a couple of, intricate poses, but, maybe that's the extent of it. So to me personally, out of all those, the two of those that got waitlisted that, people are probably going to kick themselves now for not grabbing, one's going to be Commander Cody for sure. There's no question about that. The other one I think that people slept on, which they shouldn't have, has been the Wasp.
The Wasp? Okay.
I think the Wasp is a completely underrated hot toy. The portrait of Evangeline Lindsay, or whatever her name is, but
right.
I'll probably get a bunch of people in the comment. Learn how to pronounce her name. Yeah, for all you keyboard warriors out there, I know, I watch, I keep an eye what's going on.
Hats off that you even know some of her name, because I didn't know her name. Every time I see her, I'm like, hey, it's the Wasp.
Yeah, so her portrait's fantastic. The articulation on the figure is fantastic. The poses you can get it in is great. As far as Gamora goes, again, if you like the hair versus the sculpted, then Gamora, Gamora's for you. And then also with Hawkeye. Now, Hawkeye is a great figure. The one that went on the wait list wasn't the deluxe version. It was just the regular version. So I have the deluxe version, which you can switch back and forth between either making him Hawkeye or making him Ronin.
How much more is the deluxe version versus the other one?
The deluxe was like $275, and the regular one was like $243.
So it's not even that much more money. Why would people just go on the deluxe?
Because maybe people don't have the extra money.
Extra $30.
I mean, but still, regardless of the fact, either version is also a good pickup. But for me, I feel bad for the people that slept on Cody and the Wasp.
Yeah. If you slept on Cody, man, I think that one's gonna go up.
It already is going up. People are already reselling it. I see it on Macari and eBay. That's already going for over, I think, like $330 already.
$330. And that was on the expensive side to begin with. It was like $275 for that figure.
What, Cody?
Yeah, I think Cody was like $275.
No, Cody was like $235.
Nah, I think Cody was like $270 something.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look. Let me check real quick. Check.
I already have it open.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Not that I don't trust you, but I'm gonna look anyway.
That's fine.
And yeah, you're right. 243.
Yeah, 243. So somewhere around there. So yeah. So I mean, that's that's still a decent. That's actually decent. That's about average because you think about it. A Hot Toys usually average about like $250. So yeah. I mean, and they're already selling it for $80 to $100 more than what it already than what it's already going for. So I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, it came with a lot of cool stuff. It
did. The portrait. The portrait in itself, I think, is worth it.
The portrait, the hologram of the Emperor, the multiple weapons, it came with. It was good stuff.
It was actually really good. I'm happy I got it. Now I can't wait to see Rex, because I think Rex is going to be a really cool piece too.
Yeah, Rex will be cool.
So, yeah, man. So yeah, those are the stuff that got waitlisted.
So if you guys missed out on that, my apologies. Your best chances now, unfortunately, are the secondary market.
Or jump on the wait list and hope that it opens up. So, I've been on the wait list for the R2 Hot Toys for like 3 months now.
Yeah. If it goes to wait list, I'm usually just like, all right, I'll take my chances in the secondary market.
Nah, hell no. I don't agree with that at all. There's a lot of times that on Sideshow my wait list converts. There are a few times that it hasn't converted, but I mean, there's a lot of times that it does convert. So
I usually scour the Facebook groups, and I usually get pretty good luck with that.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna. If I have the opportunity to pay less for it, I'm not gonna pay a flipper price for the piece. So I mean, hey, I'm not knocking it down. Because you got to cover whatever it is that you spent on it. I'm not hating on on that. That's definitely, if the market's there and somebody wants to pay for it, then that's cool. In fact, in my case, my feelings behind being angry at flippers is you should be angry at the buyers, not really the flippers. The buyers are the ones that are willing to pay for it. So,
if people do get desperate enough, they will pay extreme prices.
If somebody pays an extreme price for something, then that's what sets the market. That's their fault. The flipper is just doing what he's got to do to make some money back. So the
flipper is establishing the market, whereas the buyer is.
I think the buyer is establishing the market, where the flipper is just reacting to the fact that other people are selling it for that much. Because then you have a lot of people coming out that way, right? The flipper's putting it up there and saying, "Hey, this is what I want for it. If you're willing to pay for it," but the buyer is the one that's really gonna set it.
It's supply and demand.
Yeah. Regardless, if you can get on the wait list, I would jump on the wait list for Commander Cody. I can't recommend that figure enough. It's one of my favorite Hot Toys that I reviewed last year. That one and the Mandalorian, I think, were my two tops. So, anywho, shipping this week, not much different than last week. The Sideshow Rancor is still getting shipped out to people. I got mine. I know other people are starting to get theirs. Super awesome, fantastic statue. I can't tell you guys enough. Definitely go check out my review. I even have a little documentary in there for you guys to find out some more about the Rancor if you guys want to see that. It's very interesting and narrated by my good friend Pete.
I love how you took a picture of it with you on Facebook yesterday, and like you've got your arm around it, and like you're kind of like almost giving it a kiss, and then people are like, "Oh, what a great picture of Seth and George."
I thought he looked familiar.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, the Sideshow Rancor started to make its way around. The other thing that's also shipping is the Iron Studios Sentinel, the first one. That one started to get out to people as well. So start, making sure that you got your money in the bank and, preparing your wives for big boxes, because these boxes are huge.
Also, don't forget to start checking your Targets and Walmarts. The House of X Marvel Legends wave has started to hit. The street date was actually for Monday, and it's been lifted. I went out Monday. I was able to find the House of X wave. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw that picture of me standing there in front of the entire wave. So That's dropping. Also, a lot of the targets now are starting to show up with the next round of AEW figures. So if you guys are interested in that, be on the lookout for that. And yeah. And that's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
Your neck of the woods.
Yeah, that's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
We should do that for every one of those. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So then we got coming up for pre-order this week or very, very soon. First up is the PCS Collectibles Shredder. This is a cool 1/4 scale statue. This is part of their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated line from the 80s. And I've already seen Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael. Super awesome pieces. The Leonardo that they have coming out also looks really good. And I think the Shredder is an awesome addition.
It's a Roko Saki.
I think it looks badass, man. They did a great job with it.
It does look really cool.
Right?
I like that. I actually like the Shredder more than I like the Turtles.
Yeah.
And I like how on the back, like I just saw it as you were turning it. If you go back to that last picture, there's a Mouser.
Mouser? Yeah. I like that they got the Mouser in there.
Is like he's supposed to be like standing on part of like the Technodrome? Is that like what that's supposed to be?
I don't know for certain. Maybe. I'm gonna say maybe. I know this is part of a certain episode that they had, and I can't remember exactly what the episode was, but they were all on. I think it was either the first or second episode where they were all like on top of these robots.
But that's cool as hell, man. I mean, like look at the shading on the muscles and the chest and everything. It looks freaking awesome.
Right. Super neat. The exclusive on this one has him holding a communicator with Krang, and then he has like a swap out sword.
Oh, that's cool.
I'll get to that in the pictures. There's a lot of pictures on this thing. I think the anatomy looks good. I love the way the cape flow looks. It has that animated look. There's a close up on the Mauser.
Nice.
So it looks good. I like how the gears are kicking up mud.
I would sit there in my cage and mimic my master's move.
There's the communicator. And you got Krang right there. That's pretty funny. Cool. Right? I think it's good.
I don't know about the sword, though. I'm not feeling him with the sword. I think the communicator is probably the thing that I would do with that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. I mean, he already has the blades in his hand. That's what he's known for, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The claws.
Yeah.
So, very, very cool. You got to get Shredder. I think my boy William's absolutely getting this one, so he's one that helps me out, and I get to review the Ninja Turtles through him. So, can't wait to actually get to see this.
He killed my master, and I scratched his face. And then that bastard cut off my ear.
Yeah, this is going to be cool. All right.
Yeah, it is cool.
And then the other piece, which is the one that I'm like blown away by this week, is Tweeterhead. So Tweeterhead revealed the absolute coolest Masters of the Universe statue. This is a 1-to-1 scale, so life-size scale bust of Skeletor.
I have the power!
Now, I'm going to say this. If my man Calvin, the Statue Fanatic, is watching this video right now, bro, this has you written all over it, man. This belongs in that collection of yours, bro. This is so damn good.
That'd be cool if the eyes lit up.
It would be kind of neat if the eyes did light up a little bit. But damn, man, look at the texture work and the
armor,
and the sheer size. I love the cape.
That's cool. You can do it with the cape or without the cape. That's cool.
Yeah, that's really neat.
I wonder if you could pull the hood. Down.
You can.
Oh, okay.
You can. I'm gonna get to that picture here in just a second. There you go.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. I mean, I still would have him with the hood.
Yeah, you would have him with the. That'd be cool though if the eyes lit up though.
Yeah, but I mean, look at the coloring on the side head of the skull and the texture there and all that. Man, that is cool. Neat. This thing is super cool. So this one here is gonna run $999.
God damn.
Yeah. Well, it's a life-size bust, and I honestly, for a bust, this size with this amount of detail, $999 is not that bad, man. Sideshow charges way more.
I got $999 problems, but a bust ain't one.
Also, I meant to mention with the Shredder, just to go back on that one. If you're interested in getting that one goes up for pre-order tomorrow. It's running between $600 and $625, depending on if you get the exclusive. The exclusive is $625. This one here is going to be $999, and then they're saying that the estimated shipping in the U.S. is going to be $200 to $300. So,
God damn,
it's hefty. It's hefty. But like I said, the Boba Fett life-size bust, I think, is like $1,100 and change, and so is the Darth Maul. And the Darth Maul, which I think is fantastic. It's a really good-looking bust. Doesn't have anywhere near the amount of detail that this thing is showing. This thing is showing a lot of cool stuff to it.
That thing is epic.
So,
you know what I wish that they would do when they do busts, and I guess maybe I don't know if it's if it has anything to do with like the way it's positioned. Like, I don't like the fact that it never gives us really any arm.
Any arm? I don't like when they include a arm or. So they did that with the Thanos bust, right?
No, because like I'm saying, because like I'm looking at the picture now, and he's got the shoulder pads, but then you don't see any arm, and it kind of looks weird. At least to me. I mean, but it's still a cool looking piece. But I wish that they would include some of the arm.
You want it up to like the bicep, maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. True.
I'm not trying to be picky or difficult. I just think that would make it look a little bit better than it already does.
Like classic Roman bust or the ones from like Greece and Rome.
Yeah, they didn't have the arms.
That. Yeah. So I think that's the idea behind it.
Gotcha.
So, but man, I mean,
cool.
It makes me want it. And I don't even have a collection of He-Man and Masters of the Universe anymore. And I'm like, man, I kind of want it.
you used to have that badass He-Man piece.
I did, I know. And I'm hoping... So Tweeterhead, I think, is taking up the mantle from Sideshow. And they're continuing along with that line. So I don't think they're going to recreate a He-Man and a Skeletor. Which I don't think they need to. It's because Sideshow did a really nice job with theirs. But I like that they're continuing the line and they're making these newer statues look awesome. So maybe they'll do another He-Man bust with this. So that'd be cool. Maybe. All right. And then finally, we got coming up for pre-order right now. So these are things we're not coming up for pre-order. Up for pre-order. So this is stuff you can get right now. First one up. Seth put this on to me is a collaboration between Transformers.
Oh, and Marvel. And Marvel.
Yeah, hold on, my computer's.
Well, technically, it's not so much of a collaboration because both of them own the Hasbro. Hasbro owns both of the rights.
Well, they call it a mashup. I think it's what it's called. Yeah, I hear you. It's called a Transformers mashup or something. Where they
they've done in the past they've done Ghostbusters. They've done the Ecto One where you can transform that into a robot. I believe they're working on the right now. I've seen pictures of it. They're working on the F-15 for a Top Gun to make the jet fighter pilot into the thing. But yeah, then they came out with this, the Blackbird, and you can transform it, and then it comes with like a little Wolverine and a little Sabretooth figure. But it's not as big. It's don't be about the size. It's not as big as people think it is. It's only like 8.5 inches tall, so it's not like super big. But it is cool though that you can get the Blackbird, and then of course, obviously, he's got the X. He's kind of got like generated Wolverine's claws. It looks like he's got Cyclops' visor on the top of it, on the top of his head, which is kind of neat. So it's a pretty cool piece. I like it. I mean, it's $64.99.
$64.99. I know that's pricey. For 8 inches.
Well, hey, I mean, when you put it like that, it's not that bad.
But $64.99. When I saw the price, I was like, wow. I'm like, I'm proud of that.
Yeah, when they do these mashup ones, they tend to price themselves out because the Ghostbusters one with the Ecto one, that one goes for around like the same price.
Really?
So it's so it's like they're kind of almost pricing themselves out. Oh, and they also did a mashup with Back to the Future. They did
Back to the Future.
Yeah,
and I saw they're doing. Was that $64?
It's going to be around that price. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, I seen it. It's not even that big.
Yeah. But wow. It's a mashup. There's licensing rights involved.
Yeah, I guess everybody gotta get their money.
Peter has to pay Paul. So Mary can get her cut. And so.
I like that. That was pretty funny, Seth. All right, then we got a Marvel Legends, Black Widow, Red Guardian, and Melina. This is a 2-pack that's
two-pack that they just announced on yesterday. Actually, on Hasbro's
up for pre-order
website.
now.
It is up for pre-order now. So we haven't gotten a Melina, but we already did get a Red Guardian in the Crimson. What is it? I think it's a Crimson Dynamo. No, not the Crimson Dynamo.
I like that he has a figure of
himself. They already released him unmasked in another Build-A-Figure wave. Okay. But this one, and they only gave us an unmasked portrait. At least in this one now, they're giving us the masked portrait of the Red Guardian. So,
right.
So that's kind of cool. So if anybody wanted a masked version of him, you're gonna get that. So
I feel like they went all out on Red Guardian. They didn't do too much with Melina.
Well, it's funny though because her suit looks exactly like Black Widow's suit. Plus, it also looks
white.
exactly like Black Widow's sister's suit. So,
Okay.
I mean, clearly there's a theme there that obviously we'll find out whenever the movie finally decides to drop.
See, and that's the thing about this one that I'm having a hard time getting around. It's that like Marvel hasn't dropped the movie yet, so
Because
it's like
the movie was supposed to be out by now. That's the thing.
I know, and I get that, but it's hard for me to buy into something if I have not seen the movie or the TV show or something like that. It's kind of like what Pure Arts tried to do with that game. What the hell was that video game? I can't remember the video game. The one that had Keanu Reeves in it.
Oh, Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. Okay, Cyberpunk was one of the most hyped games in the last 2 years, right? That was very, very hyped up. I pre-ordered it. I couldn't wait to play the game, and then Pure Arts, anticipating the hype of this game, or they got the license through, I guess Ubisoft. I can't figure out who made that game, but anyway, they released the statues and they released figures. So these things start coming out, and yeah, they look great. I think they look awesome. Problem is, the game was really bad playing it on a console. So, now it's like, as much as I want to get into this game, I can't play it on my PlayStation.
Yeah, you got to get the PC now.
I get the PC version, which some people can't afford to buy the higher end graphics card. So now you can't get into the game. So why am I going to go drop $1,000 on a statue? Or $15-$20 on a figure.
Very true.
So I mean, this movie could come out and granted, it's Marvel. It's probably not going to suck. It's probably going to be good. But what if this movie comes out and it sucks?
Yeah, it's a total flop. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you just bought a figure that you're like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, but if you're a completionist, then it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, true. You got to have it. Good point. All right, and then the last thing that dropped this week, this is actually today, is Queen Studios' Iron Spider. This is from Marvel Avengers Endgame.
Do we know what the price is on this?
It's I can't remember. You can get it over at Cosmic Chase Collectibles. I want to say it's like 745 SGD, so that's somewhere around 600 and change, or close to 700 probably USD.
I really like this statue.
It's cool, right?
It is really cool. I like how you can change the color of the eyes, and then you can have it with the gauntlet or without the gauntlet. It is a very, very cool piece. I like the pose that he's in. It is a really cool looking piece.
Hold on, I'm getting you a price right now before you thumb through the pictures. So I was off. It's 979 SGD, which puts it at 735 USD. So that's about right for the US
All right, well,
dollars.
Queen Studios, thank you very much, but that's exactly where it's going to stay with Queen Studios. So thank you.
I think it's
As much as I love it, and Queen Studios, if you're watching, please, I would definitely be open for you to sending me a freebie and reviewing this on your behalf. But yeah, yes, that's, I mean, by the time you get it, plus the shipping and everything, it's, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The portrait of Tom Holland looks good. I think it looks really good. You don't feel that way?
I like it, but not enough to keep it on there.
No, I wouldn't have that portrait there. I'd have the Spider-Man portrait.
I think that the Tom Holland portrait that I just got with that upgraded suit Spider-Man is like blows that portrait away.
I guess. I think his portrait's really good, especially for like a statue. Queen Studios has killed the portrait, so I think they do a great job on it. But I still would rather have it with the matte. This is the way I would display it, with the white eyes.
I would have it with the red eyes and the
red eyes.
Yeah, because he's in kill mode.
The gauntlet's cool. I definitely would have the gauntlet.
It's cool though that you can actually the way they design the statue, you can actually just slide it in there like it actually just belongs,
Right. Yeah, I like the pose. I like the base. The base is very interesting. With it being split like that and kind of having that whole hourglass type of feel to it.
Yeah, that thing is sick.
That is cool. Very interesting.
So Queen Studios, please send it my way.
So yeah, definitely check out Cosmic Chase Collectibles for this kind of stuff here. They have lots of cool stuff there, including XM Studios and other kinds of things. Great place to go check out those type of stuff. So yeah, man, that was it. That was it for this week. My favorite piece was that Skeletor, hands down. That was my thing, my jam.
I'm gonna raise you Skeletor, and I'm gonna go with that Iron Spider we just saw.
The Iron Spider?
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm gonna go with that Iron Spider.
In the comments below, I'm interested to hear which one you guys agree with. Do you think the Skeletor or the which would you buy given that you have the money, right? Money isn't an object. Which one would you go for on that one?
The best way to respond to this, are you Team George or are you Team Seth?
That's not fair. We all know who they're more team of.
I know, everybody's more Team George. Nobody likes me.
Whatever. So yeah, that's it for this week. So, anything that you're gonna go pick up? You think?
I'm contemplating getting the Blackbird.
The Blackbird?
I kind of want it, but again, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, you know, a wait and see thing. Like, I want to see what it actually looks like in person before, you know, again, like the production pictures look cool, but it might look completely different in person.
Right.
So, and I also like the fact too that the box that they're packaging it in is to make it look like the vintage Toy Biz figures from the 90s.
True.
So I thought that was kind of cool.
With us going back to the office, man, I'm soon anyway. I'm thinking that I may pick up that Kotobukiya Vader just to have, you know, my little cubicle, my little place there in the office.
Your Zen-like destination.
Yeah. I got to get something for the shelf because I used to have all of those figures from...
you had the Disney Infinity figures.
The Disney Infinity figures. I had a bunch of those, and I got rid of them. So now I need to find something else small to put up there that's Star Wars, because that's my thing.
I heard Funko's looking for somebody. Maybe they can get you.
No, I'm good. I don't want no more Funko. Anyway, guys, that's it for the Collecting News this week. Stay tuned next week when we come back with another episode of the Collecting News and let you know what's going on next week in collecting. Thanks, guys, for joining us. Until next time, guys, keep it marvelous.
Keep it marvelous.